What's your focus? Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understand, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. The give on the inside. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The give to the tailback. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get laddered up.
Running back goes in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. Dances away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games.
Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! It's a much-needed line for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer it, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. A hand to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue.
And the quarterback is snowed under. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Oh, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. The give out of the gun. Can't get him to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. With the catch, it's Owens. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Just ran him over. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and cut away the return.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
Makes one-man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Ducks will have a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. And he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Ducks want to move quickly. He's looking to pass. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We'll find out here.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Now on the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will give him the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Aggies. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 24 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go...
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Final play of the quarter coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw here on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Power football with the run. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Reed. He looks that one in nicely. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum. And what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So you kick the field goal.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Using his feet. Tackle is made after the first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Nifty little dance step. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a jump play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play the pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TD.
A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He cannot get there. A 4th down stop, and now, boys, we might just have a finish.
As a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. He finds his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They go to the ground.